Hey guys, welcome to another day in the shop. It's a Sunday afternoon today, and I'm just going to finish off these brackets or these clamps for my welding table. I managed this week to get 3 of these Acme nuts completed, and I just ran out of boring bars, so I'm just going to do the 3, and when I get a half decent bit to turn these nuts, I'll turn the rest of them. But we're going to do the clamp adapter that slides up and down the posts. So we'll get started on that today. I've got a piece chucked up, like I said last week, or a couple days ago, chucked up in the mill. So we're going to drill the holes, get everything done on that, then put it in the lathe and turn it and get all the diameters for the holes. The top part holes have to be about 5 thou bigger than the bottom set. So I'm either going to do it in the lathe or I'll throw a boring bar in the mill. Anyways, hang in there. We'll get to it. Okay, guys. So we're going to drill this. This is a piece of round stock. It's I think it's mild steel. Just a cutoff that I have. I've got all kinds of consumable products here. I'll give you a shot. That's my junk bench over there. So here we go. That's where I keep all my junk. That's my ram for my press that I'm building. Well, eventually I'm going to start, hopefully in a couple weeks. But yeah, I've got some tool steel. I got some round stock. I got buckets and milk cartons full of aluminum, stainless steel, cutoffs. I got all that from a guy in Pickering, which is just west of me. He owned a large machine shop, and he closed shop there. So yeah, I managed to get buckets of it. He gave it to me all, most of the stuff for nothing. He said, you just come and pick what you want. So I did. And every week I go back there and pick up a little bit more. So anyways, let's get started here. So what I'm doing here is just drill a small hole through, and then we're going to take a big drill bit and hog her out. What I'm going to do is I'll drill this, and then when I get the big hole drilled, I'll come back to you. And we're gonna hog it out with this drill here. This is a 23/32, and that'll just give me enough space for the bar to slide through really nice. But then like I said, the top edge has to be, I'm going to run a mill through it as well, pardon me. I got a 5/8 roughing mill here. I don't know if you can see that. It's got those little wavy edges on it. Makes it easier for chopping out stuff. So, and I'm going to drill with this through that as soon as I plunge in through with that 23/32. All right, you guys hang in there. I'll come back. Okay, guys. No, that wasn't a 5/8. That's actually a 3/4. So we're going to plunge that in there. I'm going to do this by hand very carefully, as I don't want to break this mill. So let's get started. I'm going to run this at about 600 RPM, not too fast. I'm going to put a little go-go juice on there, and let's get started real slow. All right, and there you have it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this 90 degrees, and we're going to drill a hole on this side, and that's what'll keep those 2 bars in straight, so I can move them in and out or up and down. All right, I'll get back to you when I get that all set up. Okay, guys, we're back. I had to machine this end off because it was kind of mushroomed, so we're going to start drilling the other hole here. So let's get on with it. We're just doing a spot on this one here, and I don't like the way that drill wobbles. So I'm gonna get let's get a new one. shot. Yeah, perfect. Okay. That's better. I got a 2-degree offset on this. This way here. All right. Lower the table down here. All right. And we are through. Okay. Just got to clean up here, get the big drill in. So I'll be back. Just give me a minute. Okay, guys, got that big bit in there now. Get some oil on there right now, right away. It's gonna make a little noise. And a little smoke. All right, and that's done. I'm just gonna clean up here. Give me a second. Okay, guys, we're back. I'm just gonna take the chuck out and put a collet in there, and put that 3/4 inch end mill back in there, and roughing end mill. Table raised up here. Both the X and Y, they're locked off. So I'll zoom in here. All right, so try to keep my arm out of the way here. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the X here. Okay, so how that'll work now is you have one bar that actually sits in the table, which is this end here. Then you have a small one, or whatever one you select, that fits in here. So these can both slide back and forth. And then once you put the pressure on it, it locks it in place. So last part of this is we're going to mill a groove right down the center here to where the end of the bar meets. So I'm going to change out that roughing bit and put one in that's a little bit smaller. All right, hang in there. Okay guys, so I've got this 3/8 roughing mill in here, and no, not 3/8, that's a 1/2 inch roughing mill. And then after we're done with that one, we're going to come in with my newly chewed up helix bit. I had a piece in here, and damn, I was so pissed off because these particular carbide bits are not cheap, and the workpiece cocked, and I didn't realize there was a slight warp in it. So there's what happens when you don't pay attention. It just got all chewed up, but the outside has got a great sharp edge, so I'm going to use that just for cleaning out the inside of it. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, I cried. I was pissed. Okay, so we got the DRO set, how far we have to come in. So, okay, let's get on with it. Just kiss that edge there. I'm not going to take off too much at a time. I'll try to keep my hands out of the way, and then let me get you set up here. So this is going to be a fairly lengthy process, going to back and forth. We'll do a few cuts, and then I'll come back when we're at the very end. Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of noise. I'm going to put some air on there. I'll come back when we're near through. Hang in there. Okay guys, we're back. I'm on my second final cut here. I'm taking about 1/8 off at a time, so one complete rotation of the knee. Okay, so that was the final cut. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change out the end mill, and I will try to keep my body out of the way and my arms and everything. Let me get the end mill changed, and we'll come back. Okay guys, we're back. I got that 60-degree helical 1/2 inch end mill. I didn't use the beat up one because I have to cut, and I just didn't want things getting hung up and getting messed up. So let's give her a whirl. That cut, that's it. Not a lot. Sorry guys, I'm getting my fat head in the way. Taking off about 1/4 here at a time. Not a lot to take off because part of it's hollow, so keep my eye on the DRO. right. Now we're gonna go on the opposite to 40 thou. I'm gonna do some climbing like so. I'm gonna put a little bit of brake on this, because that is a sharp bit. I don't want to be dragging in, and I just did the lead screws on the machine a couple months ago. They're tight, but they still have a wee bit of play in there. I'm basically just watching the DRO until I get right to 0. There we go. All right. All right, guys, let me pull that out and show you the end result on this. Table down. The last thing I need to do is cut that. I've already got boo-boos all over my fingers today. Just gotta take the Noga here and just deburr this a little bit. I've seen everybody using these things on YouTube, the guys who are doing any kind of machining. I got the old, just the hardened steel ones. This made it things just so nice. So now I can give you a better view of how this these brackets are going to work. So this is going to sit on a table. You know what? Let me get you pointed to a table and I can show you. Give me a second. Okay. So I got to cut this off yet and put the same groove in. So basically what this will do is, where's that piece of consumable I had? There's one loose one around here. No, that's not it. There we go. So that'll basically sit on top of that, right? I'm going to put a little washer, and then this here will sit in here, and then my screw will be welded to the end here. This gives me the ability to move it around this way, move it out, and still be able to put some pressure on it either way I do it. So the 2-degree offset is just because there is a bit of a lift here. So what we're going to do here is now, like I said, weld the acme screw, put the rod in there, and then that can be adjusted to any height. I've got some. So they're all the same size rod. These are those chrome rods. So. And then, like I said, it'll be cut off here on the saw and just finished off and then milled. So basically, that's the idea, guys. I know it's a little, this material is a little extreme, but you know, it's what's laying around in my shop. So hey, if it's there, I'm using it. So yeah, so I'm going to cut this off here, mill it out, clean it all off, and we'll go back to the mill. All right, guys. Okay guys, so I'll have to move you out of the way again. We're just going to clean off this and bring it down to the dimension. I've got my little nick on there, so and then we'll put it back in the mill and continue hogging it out. So I guess I'm going to face this off a little bit here. I got it just so that the holes are just right on the 3 jaw. So all right. let me move you over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I still got the compound at 14 degrees because I got to get some more bits there to finish off a couple nuts, but I'm just going to face this off here. Make it look pretty. I usually keep the compound at about 30 degrees for threading, but these Acme threads require 14 degree, so it's kind of in the way here, but it's okay. Okay, that's that. All right, I'm going to be in the way here again. Hang in there. Okay, guys, I've got everything back up on the DRO. Work is centered. It's parallel with the bit. So yeah, let's get on with it. I've got the DRO depth set. Let me just make sure on that. Let's start on her. I got my little blast shield up this time. Just in the back here, stop the chips from flying all over the place when you give her air. So, all right, let's do a touch off here. There we go. All right, get this dialed in here. We're gonna do a full cut, an eighth. Gotta watch out for these little buggers here. They get stuck on the bottom of your shoe. They get in your clothes. Oh yeah. You don't want them on the bottom of your shoe or in your clothes. You walk in, and like I said before, the wife's yelling at you. And I've got two dogs, so I do not want to see them get hurt. So I clean myself off pretty good before I go in. It's now a ritual. So I'm going to bring you back when we're near the end. All right. Okay, guys, we're back. We're on the final cut here, and then we'll swap out the bit and put the carbide end mill in and clean off the insides there. I got my sacrificial plate there. Let me just knock that out of the way there. Hang in there. Okay, and we're back. I guess talk out that bottom spacer plate. That's it. Now we'll swap out this bit here and put the carbide bit in. Clean it up, and then I'll be done. If I have time tonight, I will weld on that nut for that Acme thread there. I'm just applying the brakes again, or the table lock slightly, because I'm doing that climb milling and I just don't want the thing to get sucked in. Okay, guys, that's it. Gotta put a little oil on that wheel. I'm just gonna put her back in the lathe and put a chamfer on her. There we go, guys. I just got a little bit of deburring here. It's sharp as a razor. So other than that, this part's completed. I'm gonna make a couple of these, but I wanted to show you exactly what I was doing. So I'm going to clean off these edges here, get them all clean, deburred, put a chamfer on the outside, throw it in the lathe and the turner, and that'll be it for this piece. I'm going to make a couple more, 5 of them to be exact, and I just wanted to give you a demo exactly how I was making my piece. So that's it, guys. I'll come back when we're ready to weld the nut on the rod there. And I got to make a handle for the screw. So yeah, guys, Thank you for watching. Get my big mug in here. Guys, thank you for watching, subscribing. I'd like to say thanks to all my my supporters, new and guys who've already been with me for from the start. Thank you so much. I appreciate your subscriptions, and if there's any comments, please send them. Very open-minded. Any suggestions, send them on in. Okay, guys, you have a great night. Bye for now.